Hey, how's it going tonight? Well, hope all you guys and gals had an amazing day out there. I did the best that I could. Know what I'm saying? It was a pretty amazing day. Um, but anyways, yeah, so I just thought, I'd talk about a little bit about love, right? Again, just because, I don't know, it's what I like. And I believe, love conquers all, kind of like I've talked about before, quoted um, Disney's, Robin Hood, when yeah, they sing that song and anyway, stuff like that. But today I thought the aspect, I'd talk about is um, love for your fellow man and things like that, love your neighbor, right? That sort of thing. Because, some days some people are so quick to judge others and, throw people down and discard them so easily, and things like that. And it's kind of what you throw out, you get back, right? So some days, if you make judgments upon people, you treat people poorly, things like that, you get that same treatment back in return. So, like they say, love thy neighbor, even if, they trespass you, still greet them with love. Because at some point you've trespassed someone else, so to say, and and maybe they came at you with love and forgave you and things like that. So it's always good to, you know lead with love, um, and have that at the forefront. Faith and hope are another couple of good things as well too. I still believe love, trumps them both in many ways. um, and like I've said, they say that there's a couple other levels of higher, frequency to vibrate at. I still think love is the one that's most consistent. And so, and like I was saying, not judging people, just because you see somebody there that might be having a tougher time in life than you, out on the streets, might not be, living in a home, might not be, you know, mentally as capable as you are, might not be, afflicted with, like, you might not be afflicted with addiction like they might be, things like that. Doesn't mean that you should look down on them, doesn't mean you should judge them, because, in essence, we're all one poor choice away from being in that person's boat or having one tragic thing happen to you, because you know what, lots of things can happen in an instant. So just remember that love conquers all.